Hey everybody, so I just talked about the Traverse City tournament and how big that is and when those games are and stuff. So now let's look at the rest of the rookie tournament schedule. There's a few other tournaments out there. You have one up in Buffalo with Pittsburgh, New Jersey, Buffalo, and Boston. You have the three Eastern Canadian teams, Montreal, Ottawa, and Toronto, all doing their normal rookie tournament. What else do we got here? Out west, there's a big tournament out in Vegas in between a lot of the Pacific teams, as well as Colorado. That involves Arizona, San Jose, LA, Anaheim, Colorado, and Vegas. So that's a pretty big 6-team tournament out west. And then you have Vancouver and Winnipeg playing a couple of rookie games against each other. And that used to be a 4-team tournament with Vancouver, Winnipeg, Calgary, and Edmonton. Calgary and Edmonton pulled out. So Vancouver and Winnipeg are now doing it with a couple of college teams. But I didn't put the college games on here because they're not NHL. Vancouver and Winnipeg play twice during that. And then Calgary and Edmonton have their own one-off rookie game. It's not a tournament. It's just one game. On September 12th. So here's the full schedule for everything not Traverse City. On again Friday the 7th, that is when most or a lot of them start. On Friday the 7th at 3:30, I'm using Eastern time for all of these. Just makes it easier because that's the time zone I'm in. So at 3:30, we have Pittsburgh versus Boston, and at 7, you have Buffalo versus New Jersey, so that's that tournament. At 7:30, Montreal versus Ottawa, and then at 10:30, Vancouver versus Winnipeg. On Saturday the 8th, you have at 3:30, New Jersey versus Pittsburgh. At 7, Buffalo versus Boston. At 3, you have Ottawa versus Toronto. At 6, you have Arizona versus San Jose. Here's this Western tournament starting. At 8, you have LA versus Anaheim. And at 10, you have Colorado versus Vegas. Sunday the 9th, at 3 o'clock, you have Montreal versus Toronto. At 6, you have LA versus Arizona. At 8, you have Colorado versus Anaheim. At 10, you have Vegas versus San Jose. And then at 5, you have Vancouver versus Winnipeg. The 10th at 9:30 a.m., Boston and New Jersey are playing, so you got a morning game there. And then at 12:30, so early afternoon, you have Buffalo versus Pittsburgh, and that finishes up that particular tournament. On Tuesday the 11th at 2 o'clock, we have Anaheim versus Arizona. At 2:30, Colorado versus San Jose. And then at 5:30 that night, LA versus Vegas. And then, like I said, on the 12th, there's that one-off game between Calgary and Edmonton. That's at 10 p.m. On Wednesday, September 12th. So there you have it as far as rookie games are concerned. Most of these will probably be live streamed. I know that the whole Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Boston, and New Jersey one, that gets live streamed pretty much at least the last 2 or 3 years that I've watched it. So you can find that usually on the team's websites that are playing. Montreal versus Ottawa, that gets live streamed. I've watched those games before. The tournament out west, I don't know. I would that might be live streamed on the team websites, but I'm not sure. I've not watched those before, so I'll just have to wait and see on that. And I know that the whole Vancouver, Winnipeg, Calgary, Edmonton tournament, when that was a tournament, was always streamed on YouTube. Now that they're not together anymore, I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work. I am assuming that this Calgary versus Edmonton game is probably going to be available somewhere, because that's a game that a lot of people are going to want to watch. Vancouver and Winnipeg, I'm not sure. You'd have to look around for it maybe a little bit. But overall, pretty much most of these games at this point are live streamed and free to watch for anyone as long as you have computer access. So you might have to dig around a little bit. Some are easier to find than others, but there's pretty much always a way to watch these. I've been watching most of them for the last few years now, and they're generally a place to find it. So be on the lookout if you're interested in watching any of these. There's a lot of good games, and it's usually really fun to watch. Even though they're rookies and they're not, mostly not NHL talent yet, it's live action hockey for the first time in months, and it's just a lot of fun to watch. And it's good to see some of the young players who might be, important players for their teams 2 or 3 years down the road. There's always some that could be a surprise to make it this year and end up being, a really strong rookie for whatever team they play for this year. So these games are fun to watch, and it's just good to have hockey back. So check them out if you're interested, and there's certainly plenty of chances to watch these online. So like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media, check out offthewallhockey.com. All those links are down in the description below. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Things on the views and subscribers on this channel are really starting to pick up again as we get closer to the season. So I'm really happy about that. Let's keep that going. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you found this video useful and informative, and hopefully you get to watch some of these games. Talk to you guys soon. Thank you.